So next, we want to build another skill for our bot, right? We want our bot to be able to provide shipping quotes to our customer when they provide the size, right, and the location. But before we go into there, we want to just here, because we under train, right? We want to add two intents for our bots. It's a very common is yes and the no, right? So we can search for it, yes, because we want our bot to understand if the customer say yes, okay, or if customers say no. So we can choose from any of the fork here. That's true, that's right, I do. Okay, yes, perfect. You can choose anything, so I just choose the first one, fork here. All right, and do the same for no. So we're going to type no and search for an existing intent. And so not exactly, not, no way. No, not, oh, that's not it. Let's do that one, no. Fork, okay, so we have these new two intents now. So next, right, because we want to build a skill for our bot to be able to quote the prices based on the size, we need to, again, first create the size, right, the package size. Again, the instructions for this part is here, okay. There's some steps we're gonna skip, but you can go there and follow it as well. So we want to go under train still, right? We want to go to entities now, because here we want to the bot to be able to extract the size of the package or the parcel, right, from the customer conversation. So whatever the customer is telling the bot, we want the bot can be able to extract it, the size, okay, from that conversation. So we're going to create entity, which is an extract from the sentence or conversation. Okay, I'm going to create new entity, and we're going to name it parcel size. Okay, which is going to have the default here because we want it match to be high. For this case, you need to match the list exactly so we can know the exact size. Okay. Click create. Okay, so you can see you have a new entity now. You can click on it so we can again further configure our entity. So now here we need to give it the values, right? Give it the values for our entity. Again, you can type each value, okay, or you can import all of them. So here you can do import, and then you can select the file that I provided on Canvas for this lab. Okay, so you're gonna find where you save the file and select it. Click open, and okay, replace, right, import. So wait for it to import the values in here. Okay, so this is what you should see the values from. Again, each is different size, right, of the package that we want. Okay. So now we want to return a shipping price based on the size, right? So that's when we do enrichments. Enrich the entity's data. That means setting a price value that the bot will add into the memory when the entity is detected. Okay, so we're going to go to enrichments here, and we're going to choose map enrichment. Yes, say validate. And here we're going to add new pair. Okay, so we want to add name, and then the JSON value is null. Okay, and then click enter and out. All right, we then add another pair. This is the price. So if the bot have the name, it can pull up. So and you can click out, right? Move your mouse out aside and click, and it's going to become the new pair here. Okay, so this is what we want, the name and the price. So now we need to define the values for these enrichment. Okay, so we add new group. We're gonna create 4 groups for the 4 package size. Okay, so it's gonna be 0 to 1 kilogram. Create. And let's create all 4 of them. So then we can go and then we have 1, 2, 3 kilogram group. And then we want to have the 3 to 10. Again, it's the package size levels that we have. Okay. You can determine, right, whatever, but in this exercise, this is what they determine for the size package. Okay, so the last one is more than 10 kilogram. Okay, create. Okay, so now we have 4 of our package size group here. Now let's click on edit each of these. Okay, so for the 10 kilogram, we want it to be, the value is more than 10 kilogram, right? It's going to be extra large, right? Or it's going to be XL. Okay, so these 3 values gonna belongs to the 10 kilogram group. And then for this, when it show, right, we want our price to be $40. So instead of null, I'm gonna replace it 40. Okay, and then the name, instead of name, we're gonna replace with extra large. Now when you type text, you need to put the parentheses. But now when you type text, you need to put the quotation marks for it. Okay, and then we have our first group. Okay, you can click the check mark here, so it's save. Okay, we can do the second one. So this 3 to 10 kilogram is our large groups, right? So we want a 3 to 10 kilogram value there. And then the large, the L and the large, right? Those are the 3 values that belongs to this group. And for this group, our price is gonna be $30. So just 30. And then the name for this group is large. So quotation mark and then large. All right. Next, okay. Update it, right? And then we choose the next one. This one is 1 to 3 kilogram. And it's gonna be the medium one, so M, and then choose the medium. Okay, the price of this one is 20. And then the name for this one is medium, so medium, quotation mark. Okay. Update. Okay, the final one is our 10 to 1 kilogram. So that's what we're gonna choose. It's gonna be our small group, right? So choose S and choose small as well. Okay, the price of this one is 10. And then the name for this is small, so quotation mark and small. Okay, we want to update this. So that's what we have, the values for the groups of entities, right? That our bot need to recognize, okay? And pull up the price based on that. Okay, so now we need to add an intent for when the customer requests a shipping price, okay? You can always test what you just did, right? Click on expression analysis, okay? The little blue icon down here, right? And type small to see. Okay, so you can see here, right? It is a partial size small. So if user said small, our bot does recognize it's a partial size small, okay? If you want to see the code, You can click on JSON view here, and the code is here, right? So it should be small, and the name is small, and the price $10. So it looks good, right? You can try other size. It should be correct. Okay. So that's that. We can close this. All right. Next one is we want to create an intent, right? Because our bot needs to be able to recognize when the customer requests the price. Okay. So we're gonna go back to train and create the intent for ask the price. Okay. So under search here, you want to search for red parcel intent. Okay. So red parcel and search for it so we can fork it because it's already in the system. You don't need to create it from scratch. Okay. Okay, so choose this one, and then again you can choose anyone. Fork this. Okay, so now you see here we have a new intent red parcel here. Again, you can test this intent, right? So I can copy this and then choose expression analysis. Down here and type, just type this, for example, to see, recognize what we mean, okay? You can see here, yes, it recognizes a large parcel size and it recognize the location. So that's good enough, okay? Recognize the intent to ask, right, for price. Now you need to be able to teach the bot how to do the skill, right? If the customer asks for it, then how can the bot answer? Okay, so we need to go to build to actually build the skill, right, for the bot. So we're gonna build a new skill, go to build, right, add skill, and we're gonna call it price parcel because we want to our bot to actually be able to pull up the price. Okay, so it's gonna business type, and then just create, click add, right? And you're gonna see here, right? Sometimes you don't because it's maybe under some other one. So here it's under the tell me joke to see the price parcel right here. Okay, so click on it. It's gonna open the skill, right? And you want to create triggers. So when does the bot execute this action, right? Well, when the customer asks for red, right? So we're gonna choose red parcel intent for if here, right? And click save. When the red parcel is present, when this expression is there, right? Then the bots are gonna trigger the skill. For this, we have requirements, okay? Because the bots need some information to trigger the skill. It's gonna need the partial size, right? And it's gonna need the location, okay, to be able to pull up the price. So we're gonna add parcel size here, okay? Go down till you see parcel size, or you can also type it. Here's a parcel size, okay? And it adds parcel size. So here's this one you need to type. Okay, so click enter. And then you're gonna see the add button show up here. You wanna add into location as well. Okay, location here as location. Hit enter on your keyboard. Okay, and there you have it. It needs two information here for it to pull the price, right? I also want to add the two requirement list, yes and no, because we want the customer to confirm, right? Okay, so we're gonna click on this add and select the yes. Okay, as yes. Enter, and then click the no enter. Okay, now for this, we want to switch to or, because we want our bot to either, right, to react to either one, yes or no, from the customer. Okay, now we want to add a message, right? If the parcel size is missing from the customer, if the parcel size is missing from the customer conversation, right, then our bot needs to ask for that because it needs that information. And so we're going to expand this parcel size, okay? And if the parcel size is missing here, we're going to add the replies to it, okay? So we're going to click here and we're going to choose message type, and we're going to choose carousel. It's a card to display information so the customer can choose, okay? And so here you're gonna have the 4 size for the customer to choose, okay? Small, you're gonna type in the title small, and subtitle is 0 to 1 kilogram, okay? Add a button here for the customer to choose. So click on add a button, right? Choose postback. So the button title is going to be choose S, okay? And the postback mean I choose S size, okay? Click save a card. Now you have 1 card for the customer to choose, okay? We're going to create 3 more for the other 3 group. So medium, subtitle 1 to 3 kilogram, right? Add a button, postback. It's gonna be choose M. And the postback is I choose M size. Okay, save card. Create new card. It's gonna be large. It's gonna be from 3 to 5, 3 to 10 kilogram. Postback, it's gonna be choose L. And then postback is I1L size. Okay, save card. And the last one is extra large, right? I'm going to type in those more than 10 kilogram. Add a button, postback. Let's choose extra large, XL, okay? I choose XL size. Save card. Again, you can always go back and edit, okay, if you did something wrong. Okay, so these are the 4 cards that we have for the customer to choose if he or she didn't provide the size, okay? And save this, okay, and then we can go back. Again, you'll see we have a reply here if the parcel size is missing. Also for the location, right? If the location is missing, we also want our bot to ask for it. So expand location, and then if location is missing, we want to create new replies. Choose message type, which is text this time, just simple question, right? What is the delivery address, okay? And then save. And then go back. Okay. And so now if the location is missing, then our bot's going to ask for it. Well, then the instruction in the tutorial also asks to add a validator. So if you want location to be specific to a country or to a regionally, you can add new validators here. In this case, it really doesn't matter. And also, we can also call API to show Google Map. But unfortunately, the code for that is no longer working. It's not hosting anymore, so we cannot use it. So we're going to skip that step, okay? So the next step is we want our bot to display the confirmation to the customer, okay, to confirm if this is what they want, right, before you show the price. Okay, so in the requirements here, if yes or no are missing, right? This one. Now, if the customer doesn't say yes or no, then you want to create a new replies and choose message type, say text or quick replies. So we can have two options, okay? Are you sure? You're going to ask them again to confirm, okay? And then at quick reply, they can select yes or they can select no, okay? And the reply value under here is going to be yes and or no. Okay, click save. And there you see when our bot's going to confirm with the customer, are you sure if they didn't indicate yes or no before, okay? And then we can go back. Okay, so now we can display the result, okay? So now we can go to the action step to tell the bot to display the result, okay? When all the triggers and the requirements are met, okay? So click on new action group here now. Under add condition, we want to choose if the memory, okay? And then we type dot yes. We click save. And we have to select is present. So if the yes, right, is there, then the bot's gonna display the message, okay? So we're gonna click on send message, choose message type, okay? It's gonna be the text. And now you're gonna copy this code here from the document and make it here too. So the bot's gonna display this. It's gonna pull up the parcel size, right? The location and the price for the parcel, okay? That's what it does. That's what the code tells us to do, okay? Click save. And we want to reset the conversation every time it's complete. So we want to click on update conversation here, go to edit memory, and we want to reset all memory. So after the conversation is finished, our bot can reset it, right? And so the customer can ask for another rate, right, with other size. Okay, and then click save. And that's all, right? We want to do, again, you can feel free to play with something else, right? Like, for example, if you want to add a reply, if the customer say no, okay, what happened? Now, currently, we don't have it, so it's gonna say no reply. It's not taught to do anything else, okay? In that scenario. Okay, so our last step is to test the bot. Okay, so you can click on the yellow icon here, click on chat, and say, well, hello. Okay, it does reply to us, right? You say, I want to send, well, you can just copy the example here. I like to send a package. You can just type anything similar to this, okay? So again, we don't have the size here. It's gonna ask us to choose the size. So we'll choose large. Okay, are you sure? Yes, because again, we didn't say yes or no yet. They need to ask us to confirm. And so I say a large parcel is going to cost $30. That's a, okay. Let me say funny and see what it says. Okay, see, funny is one of our expression that we teach the bot, right, to recognize when we want to ask for a joke. So the bot's going to say, why did the chicken cross the road? That's one of the joke that we teach the bot, right? Okay, thank you. Let's see if it can reply to that. See, we didn't teach us the bot to reply to thank you. So it doesn't know what to say and it trigger to the fallback skill. Okay, this is what we teach the bot to do when in the fallback skill. If you go to skill, and you can see right? Go to view again, you can see the fallback skill. This is what it teaches the bot to do to answer that one, okay? So that's our bot. Again, right, feel free to play around. And SAP also have other tutorials you can explore to So the lab is just meant to intrigue you, right? And if you're intrigued, then you can explore other tutorials here, right? To try to teach your bot to do other things. You can also connect the bot to your website or to a Facebook page, right? Or Messenger. Again, to do that, you need to have control over the website, right? Or control over your Messenger or Facebook. This is an example of how I connect, okay? This is how I connect the bot to the Messenger and connect it to the Facebook page. Okay, so this bot can, again, do the same thing that we train it to do. So tell me a joke, for example. Okay, so have fun with it. And after you finish, right? After you finish the lab, make sure you take the screenshots that are asked, okay, and submit it to Canvas. You also need to answer the questions and submit it to Canvas. Have fun.